Welcome back, everybody. This week is going to be a little bit shorter than last time, just because with exams and life stuff, I haven't had as much time to put into content creation as I would have liked, but I still wanted to provide you with something. So, I thought I would share with you some of my coping mechanisms in hopes that they might be able to help you as well. Let's get started. First one, water. Water has changed my life, and I know that might sound silly, but I bought this water bottle a few months ago when I started working in the hospitals for COVID relief staff. And drinking 2 liters of water every single day has just changed how I feel throughout the workday. I have more energy, I don't feel as sick and bloated at the end of the day, my muscles don't feel as tight. Water has just really helped my physical body feel better. And I know when I'm not feeling great, it's probably because I haven't had enough water to drink, and it's nice to be able to recognize that trigger of feeling sick is lack of water. So that has been super helpful in keeping going, staying healthy, and doing what I need to do in order to be a better version of myself. So I highly recommend that you find a water bottle that you love. Straws are a game changer. And then make a water goal so that you're taking in enough water to make your body feel great, because that's super important. The next one is journaling. I bought this notebook a few years ago, and it's actually super fun to write in because it's one that you can take apart. You kind of feel magical when you open it up. It has blank pages inside, which makes it super easy to do doodles or to draw or to have business plans or whatever it might be that you are into journaling about. Blank style pages and notebooks that are pretty make that easier. Same with buying a super fancy pen. Just completes the whole thing, and it tricks your brain into thinking that you're doing something super fancy when in actuality you're just journaling, which doesn't have to be fancy, but they certainly help. Journaling doesn't have to be this big production that you do. I typically journal when I'm laying in bed right before I go to sleep, and I just jot down my thoughts for the day, or I'll pull out my journal if I have an idea for Picks for Passion or a YouTube video, and I'll put it in there because I'm forgetful. And having one place where everything is, and it being a place that looks nice and is appealing, makes it easier and makes me want to do it more. So the day that I fill this up with all Picks for Passion related stuff will be a fantastic day, because there's a lot of pages in here, which means that a lot of hard work has gone into filling out this journal, and I think that's super great, especially for my own passion and dream, seeing it come true through the pages of my journal. Super helpful, not only for self-care, but for passion projects. Having a notebook that is solely dedicated to that makes a real difference. The other thing that I started doing recently, and it's all because a few friends bought me a coloring book. I started coloring, and I do it on the nights that I'm super anxious. Laying in bed, I just open it up, and I do one of the many pages that it provides. It's just a normal adult coloring book, but to be able to just sit and chill with TV or music on in the background and just color is super easy for the mind. And I am enjoying it more than I thought I would. So if you thought about coloring or getting an adult coloring book, I recommend it, because you never know. It might become a mental health coping mechanism. So my book just sits by my bed with a bunch of crayons next to it, and on nights when I just want to disappear or not exist or calm my mind down, I color. And it's nice and it's relaxing, and it doesn't require a whole lot of focus, which is great. Another thing that I started doing and looking into when COVID started was supplements and vitamins. Am I missing something? Is my body neglecting to produce what it needs to in order to survive and to be physically well? So I spoke with my doctor, got some blood work done, and was able to determine that yes, I am missing certain vitamins and supplements, that will increase my not only mood but my physical wellness. And so I've been taking them, and it's been a fantastic addition. It doesn't fix my problems by any means, but it definitely helps. It gives my brain a break from having to work overtime because it's not having to make up for the things that I'm missing anymore, because I'm getting all of those through my supplements and vitamins. So I recommend speaking with your doctor, getting some blood work done, and going from there to see if there are any levels that are lower than they should be, or that could be a little bit higher, to see where you need to go or what you need to do in order to start feeling better. Now, in saying that, vitamins and supplements will not solve your problem. They are just an added tool to the tool belt, right? You can't hammer a nail in without the nail. So even though we have supplements and vitamins, we still need to be drinking the water, getting lots of sleep, doing physical activity, which is the big one. I've had to try and figure out new ways to get physical activity into my everyday, because depending on what I'm doing, I get super dizzy and lightheaded and get a migraine just because of all the concussions I've had. So learning that I can skip and do skipping ropes for short periods of time, or that I can't do certain yoga poses because when my head is lower than my body, I get dizzy and lightheaded and feel sick for the rest of the day. And so finding new things to do, besides just going for walks, has been a challenge, but it's been a fun challenge because every time I try something new and I accomplish it, it makes me feel good. It makes me want to keep going. So if you are in the physical activity rut, try something new. Try something easy. Have a dance party in the kitchen with your animals or children or friends, whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be a set workout. You don't have to be pumping iron every other day to stay fit. You just need to not be sitting down all day, not be laying down all day. You don't have to go into your house to get physical activity in. You can walk them down the stairs in your apartment building. It's up to you to decide what you need to do for you, but I do recommend getting as much physical activity in as possible, even if it's as simple as walking laps around your house. Something, anything. I know I'm struggling with it, which is why I'm making this video, because I'm hoping that by doing this and sharing all this information, it's going to help keep me accountable to my own actions and continue to work on becoming healthier and just feeling better as a whole. So those are my top tips for just dealing with everyday life. The last one I'm going to share with you is something I worked on today. Today is the first time in a long time that I've actually been able to not work on school. And it's because it's the end of the semester, most of my exams are over, most of my big projects are done, and so today I took the time and I organized my file folder drawer. That thing has been a mess. I've just been dumping papers into it, saying I'm gonna get to it eventually. Today I actually got to it, and now my drawers and my desk look awesome. The pens are where they're supposed to be, the highlighters are where they're supposed to be. All of the random papers and receipts are in their designated folder. All of my camera stuff is in its right drawer, and it makes me feel so good to have that cleaned. So this is your reminder that if there's a space in your house that you've been meaning to clean, go clean it. You will feel so better once it's done. I know, like, if that's the only thing I did today, I will be fine with that because that took a while, took a lot of energy, but it made me feel so good. So I want you to do the same thing. Find something in your life that needs just a little bit of organizing. It doesn't have to be a huge project, but just do something you've been putting off. And then tell me about it, because I want to be able to cheer you on and encourage you to keep going. Now, having said that, I do need to go and finish my laundry, because that's the next step for today, because that too has been neglected for a little while. So I'm going to head off. I hope you have a fantastic week. I will talk to you soon. Bye.